Hello students, Sairam. Welcome back to part 2 of chapter number 11, Light, Shadow and Reflection. So, we will see what all different topics that we have covered in our previous session. Do you remember children? In our last session, we learned about what is light. Light is a source of energy due to which we are able to see the different things that are present around us. Then we studied about luminous and non-luminous objects. Then we have seen children, what are luminous objects? The objects or the bodies that gives out light of their own are known as luminous objects. And then we have seen different examples of luminous objects are sun, candle, star, torch, fireflies, etc. Then we have seen what are non-luminous objects. Yes, children, do you remember that? The objects that do not emit light of their own are known as non-luminous objects. For example, luminous objects are trees, mountains, different animals, chairs, whatever, like many things you can see around you are non-luminous objects which does not emit their own light. Then we have seen when light from luminous object falls on non-luminous object and that light travels to our eyes, then only we can see that object. Now children, in today's session, we will study about transparent, opaque and translucent object. Do you remember in which chapter we have studied about transparent, translucent and opaque object? Yes children, we have studied about this in chapter number 4, that is sorting materials into groups. In that I have explained you about this different types of objects or materials, and based on what categories we are classifying the materials into based on the transparency, materials are classified into 3 categories, and that are transparent objects or transparent materials, opaque materials and translucent materials. So children, let's revise this again in this chapter. Children, what do you mean by an opaque object? The objects through which we cannot see, that means light cannot pass through them, are known as opaque objects. For example, if you hold a cardboard sheet in your hand, will you be able to see on the other side of that sheet? No, you will not be able to see the object which are placed to the opposite side of the sheet. Such objects are known as opaque objects. So, opaque objects are the objects through which we cannot see. And examples of opaque objects are door, chairs, wall, tree, book, sofa, etc. Next is a transparent object. Before that children, here as I have told you in the previous session, when the light, how we see the objects, when the light from the source falls on a particular object and that light bounces back to our eyes, that means that light gets reflected on our eyes, then only we can see that object. But instead of this, if here I have kept an opaque object in between the object which we want to see and in between the inner eyes. So what will happen? This opaque object will not allow this reflected light to reach to our eyes. So we cannot see the object which is placed behind this opaque object. That means here children, this opaque object, what is the property of opaque object? It does not allow light to pass through it. If light will not reach to our eyes, how we will see this object? That's why here, because of this opaque object, we can't see this pencil holder. Understood children? Now next we are going to study about transparent objects. Transparent objects are the objects here which allows light to pass through them, and thus we can see clearly this object are known as transparent objects. Here clean air, glass, water are the example of transparent object. Here children, what do you mean by transparent object? If you are able to see clearly through an object, that means it allows light to pass through it. Such objects are known as transparent objects. Yes children, so here through the glass you can see the other side of the glass. What are things are there? That means glass allows light to pass through it. That's why it is a transparent object. Then next is translucent object. What do we mean by translucent object children? There are some objects through which we can see, but not very clearly. Such objects are known as translucent objects, or we can say that translucent objects allow some light to pass through them. Objects can be seen through them but not clearly. Such objects are known as translucent objects. Here children, example of translucent material or objects are butter paper, oily paper, muddy water, tissue paper and frosted glass. Here I have shown you the images of tissue paper, frosted glass. Yes children, now next is Here we are going to perform an activity. Children, here this activity is based on the classification or sorting out, we can say that, or classifying the materials or the objects on the basis of their transparency. So let's do this activity. Children, simultaneously you can perform this activity along with me. What we have to do is collect as many as objects which are present around you, like eraser, plastic scale, pen, pencil, notebook, single sheet for tracing paper, or a piece of cloth. Now try to look at something far away through each of these objects. Is light from far away object able to travel to your that object? Then you can, if you are able to see, or if you can see that a given object or a material could be transparent or translucent or opaque, on whether it allows light to pass through it completely or partially or not at all. What will you see is that transparent or translucent or opaque object will either allow light to pass through it completely, partially, or not at all. Now let us see this. Which of the following substances allows light to pass through it or will not allow light to pass through them? Objects like pencil, rubber, ball, notebook will not at all allow light to pass through them, as these objects are opaque objects. Light cannot pass through it. So children, here then next is sheet of tracing paper will allow light partially to pass through it, as this sheet of tracing paper is translucent. Then plastic scale will completely allow light to pass through it, as plastic scale is a transparent material. Children, I hope that transparent, translucent and opaque substances are clear to you through this activity. Now children, next we will study about shadows. What exactly are the shadows? First, we'll try to understand how shadows are formed. In this image, which I have shown you on the screen, you can see that when sun rays are falling on trees, these trees here acts as an opaque object. Yes, children, why they act as an opaque object? Because they will not, here we can see that through this tree or this opaque object, light is not able to pass through. That's why your tree is an opaque object. When sunlight falls on it, it will not allow sunlight to pass through it. It will block the path of the sunlight. Because of this, we can see a dark patch on the ground, which we call a shadow. Shadows are formed when path of light is blocked by an object. Your shadows are formed when path of light is blocked by an opaque object. For this, children, we'll see one activity. And children, in this activity, what we have to do, one by one, you have to hold each opaque object in your hand in sunlight slightly above the ground. So here what we have to do in this, you have to hold opaque object in the sunlight slightly above the ground. Then what do you see on the ground? Here children, the dark patch formed by an object, formed by each object on the ground is due to the shadow. Here children, you will observe that the dark patch will be formed by each object is due to shadow. Now to do this activity, you have to spread a sheet or a paper on the ground, then hold a familiar object, opaque object at some height above the ground, so that its shadow is formed on the sheet of paper which is placed on the ground. Now try to draw an outline of the shadow which you are getting on the paper sheet. Ask some other friends to identify the objects from these outlines. Then see whether they are able to identify that outline of the shadow or not. Now, do you observe your shadow in the dark? Yes, children, can you answer me? Are you able to see your shadow in the dark room or at night when there is no light? Yes, we are not able to see shadow in dark or at night when there is no light. Children, do you observe shadow when there is just a source of light and nothing else in the room? Yes. Children, for this one, we'll perform one activity. Now it seems we need a source of light and opaque object to see a shadow. So what is required to see a shadow? To see a shadow, we require a source of light and an opaque object. Then only we are able to see a shadow. Now, by performing this activity, we'll see what all things are required to see a shadow. Now, see children, let's see how we'll perform this activity. This activity is to be done in dark and in the evening. For this one, you have to go out to open ground in the evening with your few friends. Now we will see what all materials are required to do this activity. Children, here to do this activity, we require a torch and a large sheet of cardboard or any paper, or a large sheet of cardboard. Then your children hold the torch close to the ground and shine it upward so that its light falls on your friend's face. Then you have a source of light that is falling on an opaque object. Here children, what is an opaque object? In this case, your friend's head is an opaque object. Like here, you have to hold a torch in front of your friend's face so that we can get its shadow. But children, if there is no tree or building or any object just behind your friend, would you be able to see the shadow of your friend's head? No, you will not be able to see the shadow of your friend's head. Now ask another friend to hold the cardboard sheet behind your friend. As shown in the image, is the shadow now seen on the cardboard sheet? Yes, this time you are able to see the shadow of your friend's head on the cardboard. Yes, this shadow will be seen. Thus, the shadow can be seen only on the screen. If screen is not there, then we are not able to see shadow. If there will be a screen, then only we are able to see shadow. Background wall or background, then wall of the room or a building or other surfaces acts as a screen for shadow. You observe in daily life there are shadows are formed, and these shadows, to get these shadows we require a screen. Yes, like sometimes this our surface of earth becomes the screen for the shadow. So that activity which we just now performed, in that case cardboard acts as a screen. You might have observed your shadow on the ground or on a building or any other surfaces, isn't it? These surfaces acts as a screen. So we can conclude that the conditions necessary for the formation of shadows are light source, then an opaque object, and then third condition is screen, or we can say that a surface behind an object. Children, the first condition is if there is no light, no shadow. The first condition which I have just now explained you is a light source. Yes, if light source is there, then only we can see the shadow. Then second condition is the presence of an opaque object. When there is no opaque object, no shadow. The image which I have shown you on the screen here, in second image you can see that we can see the shadow of that trees. If here this trees acts as an opaque object, that's why we can see the shadow. So children, in this image there is no object, so we cannot see any shadow, and in this image here we have opaque object like these trees, so we can see these shadows of these trees. Now next, third condition required as a shadow is obtained only on a screen surface. Yes, so your children, if screen is not there, we cannot get the shadows. So to get shadow, three conditions are, what are the three conditions? First one, light. Second one is an opaque object, and third one is a screen or a surface. Now children, here I hope the topics which I taught you today, that are the transparent object, opaque object, and translucent object. This we have studied just now in this session. Then we have studied about exactly what are shadows, and then we have seen what all necessary things are there for the formation of shadow. I hope children, these topics which I have covered today are clear to you. Yes, then we will continue the same chapter in the coming session. Children, till now, goodbye children, take care.